So for this, using elimination method, solutions. So we want to eliminate, which one do you want us to eliminate first?
X.
You want us to eliminate x. That means in this first equation will be multiply the first equation with coefficient of 1 with x here. That means we multiply this first equation with 4. Hence you have negative 8x plus 8y equals 24. Hence negative coefficient of x, negative 2, which is negative 8x, negative 2y equals negative 10. So this is correct. Now, when you subtract, so 24 plus 10 will give you 30 what? 34. 8y positive 2y will give you 10. Is that correct? This will give you 0. Remember you have your y. This divided by 10, this divided by 10, this will cancel out. This will give you what? 17. This will give you what? 5. Hence you have y equal to 17 over 5. Is that what you got? Is that what you got this right? Is this different from what you got? As a value of y. Is it different?
Yeah.
Is different? So someone is wrong. Let's go back. What did you get out your value of y? 7 over what?
7 over 6.
7 over 6. Okay.
It's because we should be either subtracting each other or adding each other. We have the sign right on this.
Okay. Let's trace this. Wait. Let's do this together. So from here now, we have to multiply the first equation with the coefficient of this, which is 4. Multiply this by 4, we get this. Multiply this by 4, we get this. Multiply this by 4, we get 24. Is that correct?
Yes.
Next, you have to multiply everything here with negative 2. Subtract, multiply this, you have negative 8. Multiply this, negative this. Multiply this, this should be positive. So this is where we missed it.
Is that minus 4y? If I get over?
This is where we missed it, right?
But also the y, 2y times negative 2.
2y times negative 2. Thank you. Have negative 4. Good. So what do we do next? We subtract. So if we subtract 24 minus 12 minus 10 will give you what? 14. 14. Now what about 8y negative 4y? That's 12y. You have 12y. So you divide both sides with 12, this side with 12. 12 will cancel 12. Here we have 7. Here we have 6. Hence, the value of our y is 7 over 6. Then we substitute to get to substitute y in any of the equations. To do that, you have for equation 1. Let's substitute just in equation 1. We have negative 2x plus 2 what? 7 over 6 equals 6. Next we have, this can divide through to give you 3. Next you have minus 2x equals 6 negative 7 over 3. Is that clear? Negative 2x is equal to, this is basic operation. Do this and let me know what I'll be having here. In the right hand side of that equation. Let me know what I will be having here. What will I be having here? Huh? 11 over 3. 11 over 3. So if I'm having 11 over 3 here, hence I can divide both sides with coefficient of x. This minus 2. This minus 2. Hence, minus 2, negative 2 cancel negative 2. I'll be having what? X equal to negative 11 over 6. Is that correct? Good. Okay, so the value of our x is negative 11 over 6, and the value of our y is what? The value of our y is 7 over 6. Good. What about the next question? Question 2. What do you want us to eliminate? What do you want us to eliminate? Just let me know.
Let's do x.
Huh?
Eliminate x.
You want us to eliminate x. So by so doing, you have to multiply the numerator here. No, multiply the first equation with the coefficient of x here. We are multiplying with negative 8. Is that okay? We are multiplying with negative 8. So if you have 16 times negative 8 will give you what? 16 times negative 8. Okay.
I have a bit of a question. Why couldn't we just multiply the second equation by 2? And then it would be 16 and 16.
We can do that. We can do that. If you do that, that means you only need to add. If you multiply the second equation by 2, that means everything, the first equation will be this. And the second equation will be what? This. Is that okay? Then if you do what? If you add, here we have what? 22. Here we also have what? Negative 22. Why? This will be 0. Hence, divide both sides with coefficient. 22, 22. This you cancel this, hence y is equal to 1.
Negative 1.
Negative 1. Yeah. So to get our x, what do we do? Substitute the value of this in any of this equation. So which equation do you want us to substitute?
The first one.
Want us to the first one? Okay. So substitute the value of y towards equation 1. Hence you have what? 16x negative 10 negative 1 equals 10. Hence you have 16x positive 10 equals 10. this will cancel this. Hence you have 16x equals 0. That means x it will be 0. So the value for x is 0. Y is plus negative 1. For number 3, what do we do? For number 3, we have to eliminate. We already eliminated x. X is not there. So what we need to do is just to plug in. They have given us our y. We don't need to find our y again. They say our y is negative 7. That means you only need to plug in the value of y in the first equation to get our x, which is very, very simple. Hence, you have negative 7x minus 5y. We now replace y with negative 7 equals 17. Hence, here we have negative 7x positive 35 equals 17. You have negative 7x equals 17 negative 35. Hence, you have negative 7x equals 17 negative 35 will give you what? Negative 18. Huh? Negative 18. Hence you have negative 18. Divide both sides with the coefficient. First of all, let's cancel this minus. Hence you have 7x over 18. Hence divide this by 7, divide it by 7. 7 will cancel 7. Hence you have x equals 18 over 7. What about the next one? The next one, good. If you add them together, that means with the net x, don't need to do any multiplication, right? So if you add them together, for number 4, if you add everything together, we have, okay, let me write it out. Negative 6x plus 5y equals 1. 6x plus 4y equals negative 10. So what do we do? We just add. We only need to add. If we add everything here, we have for this 1 negative 10 will give you negative 9. Is that correct? No, we are adding. We are adding, right? So for this, 5y plus 4y will give you 9y. If we add this one, it will eliminate x. That means x is gone. We now have only the value of our what? Y. Divide here by 9. Divide this by 9. 9 will cancel 9. Hence, x is equal to negative 1. So to get x, you substitute the value of y. Substitute the value of y in equation what? Which equation do you want us to substitute? So whichever equation we substitute, we still get the same value of x. We still get the same thing. Which equation do you want us to substitute? Equation 1. Okay. So let's substitute the value of y in equation 1. Hence you have minus negative x, 6x plus 5. What's the value of y? negative 1. Negative 1. Hence, this is negative 6x equals negative 5 equals 1. Hence, you have negative 6x equals 1 positive 5. Hence, you have negative 6x equals 6. Divide this by negative 6. Divide this by negative 6. Negative 6 divided by negative 6. Hence, you have x equals negative 1. So the value of our x is negative 1, and also our y is negative 1. That's very clear. Okay, now let's attempt number 5. Let's try solving number 5 in pairs, in groups. You can see number 5. Y, number 5 is y equals 1 over 2x negative 1. That's the first equation. And the second equation is y equals 1 over 4 x negative 4. Let's just take 2 minutes to solve this. You can solve, you don't need to solve this individually. There you go. Is that clear? We have 1 more minute. Where I write this number 6. so for number 5, what's the value of x? What's the value of x? Negative what?
12. Negative 12.
Negative 12. What about y?
Negative 7.
Can someone help me with killing it? Negative 7. How many of us got the same thing? Thumbs up if you got the same thing. Thumbs up. Great. So, now, let's solve this. So, if you are given something like this, first of all, you need to find a way to eliminate that negative 1 here. And you do that by adding 1 in the two sides of the equation. If you add 1 in the two sides of the equation, we have what? We have y positive 1 equals 1 over 2x. If we do the same thing here, apply the same principle here, we have y positive 4 equals 1 over 4x. Then you multiply both sides with the coefficient of 2 here, and also here, the coefficient of 4. Do that here, we have 2 here. 2 will cancel 2. If we do that here, we have 4 here. 4 here. 4 will cancel 4. Hence, we'll be having our equation as 2y plus 2x. Why this will be what? 4y plus 16 equals x. Hence, this is equals, can we eliminate from here? Can we eliminate from here? Let's do direct elimination. What do we do if we want to eliminate? What do we do to eliminate? You subtract. We subtract. Good. If you subtract, hence, you have that x will be what? Eliminated. X will be 0. Hence, 2 negative 16 will give you what? Negative 14. 2y negative 4y will give you what? Negative 2y. Hence you have negative 14 equals 2y. Hence we have negative 7 equals y. This is our value of y. Now if you substitute this in any of this equation, y, as you have for the first equation, for equation 1, we have 2 into negative 7 plus 2 equals x. So negative 7 times 2 will give you negative 14. So negative 14 positive 2 will give you what? Negative 12. As you have negative 12 equals x. Did anyone get negative 12? As of x, yeah, good. So we are correct in this. So for number 6. So for number 6. What do we eliminate? What do you want us to eliminate? Y. Want us to eliminate y. And by so doing, you will be multiplying the first equation with the coefficient of y here. You multiply the first equation with minus 8, negative 8, and also multiply the second equation with positive 4. Hence, we have you have negative 8 multiplied by this, number 6. We have positive 8 x negative 32, right? 32y equals positive 32. What about the second equation? So we multiply it through by positive 4. So 4 times 5 will give you 20. 4 times negative 8 will give you negative 32. Y equals 4 times 20 will give you 80. 80. Then what do? You subtract. When you subtract, 32 negative 80 will give you what? Negative 80 will give you what? Negative 48. Good. So this will be eliminated. This will give you 0. Then 8 negative 20 will give you negative 12.
Goes 48.
Wait.
Negative 48.
Negative 48 equals.
Not 42.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said 42. Good. So this will give you, this will be eliminated. So 8x negative 20x, 12x negative 12x. Minus will cancel out. Hence you have 12x equals 48. You divide through by the coefficient of x. Hence, x is what? 4. X is 4. What about y? So substitute the value of x in any of this equation. If we do that, you have what from equation 1. Substitute x in substitute x in equation 1. If we do that, what do we do? So hence you have negative, instead of writing x, you write 4. Negative 4 plus 4y equals negative 4. So negative 4 here will cancel negative 4. Is that correct? Is that okay? Hence you have 4y equals 0. Hence y is equal to 0. So our x, value of our x here is 1, is 4, and our y is 0. What about the next question? Our next question is,
Okay, so what do we do in our next question? How do we eliminate one of the variables, maybe x or y? How do we eliminate? How do we eliminate?
You multiply the first equation by -2 and then add the two together.
Multiply the first equation by -2.
Yeah. And then add the equations together.
Yeah, I like the way you are now reasoning. I like the way you're reasoning.
And you have to do it in the both sides of the equation, right? Good.
This is amazing. So, for number 7, you multiply
The first equation with 2. The both side of the equation.
as you have 2y equals 2x plus 2. As you have 2y equals 3x plus 0. You subtract. If we subtract, what do we have? Here we have 2. Here we have what? We have x.
Is that correct?
Negative x.
Thank you. Negative x. Then here we have 0. Hence, x is equal to what? 2. Then what about our y? So 2 the value of x in any of the equation. For that first equation, for equation 1, y will be what? 2 plus 1. While y is equal to 3. For equation 2, you have 2y equals 3 over 2. Hence, you have 2y equals 6. You divide this by 2. Divide this by 2. 2 cancel 2. Y is equal to what? 6 divided by 2 will give you 3. So we are correct. Now plug in this value of x and y. The value of x, y is equal to what? 2, 3. So let's plug this value of this inside this equation, number 7, to know if we have a balanced equation. Let's plug in the value of our x and y, 2 and 3, into this equation number 7 to know if we'll be having a balanced equation. Good. Good. So, number 8. Number 8. How do we eliminate?
You just add them together, you eliminate x.
Add them together to eliminate x. Do we agree?
Yes.
If you agree, thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
If you agree, do like this. If you agree, do this. Good. Okay, so we all agree. So number 8. We have 5x plus 4y equals -7. We have -5x, -2y equals 1.
This is great news.
positive 1 will give you what?
-6.
Negative 6. What about this? Negative y, negative 4y. No. No. 4y.
2.
4y.
Gotta be 2.
Plus. No.
Okay. 2y.
2y.
Okay. This will be 2. This will be 2. This will cancel this. Hence, y will be what? Negative 3. Then how do we get our x? We substitute the value of what?
Y.
Y where? In equation, which equation do you want us to substitute?
Second one.
Second equation.
First one.
Okay, let's substitute the two equations. In equation 1 and equation 2. So for equation 1. So for equation 1,
We have 5x positive 4 negative y equals negative 7. Hence you have 5x negative 12 equals negative 7. Hence you have 5x equals positive 7, negative 7.
hence you have 5x equals 5. You divide both sides with coefficient of x. Divide this by 5. Divide this by 5. 5 will cancel 5. Hence, 5 will cancel 5. X is equal to 1. Then for equation 2, we have negative 5x negative. We have negative 2 minus negative 3, right? Equals 1. We have negative 5x positive 6 equals 1. We have negative 5x equals 1 negative 6. We have negative 5x equals 1 negative 6 will give you negative 5 over negative 5 over negative 5. Negative 5 will cancel negative 5. Negative 5 will cancel negative 5. Hence, x is equal to 1. Good. So the next one is number 9. For number 9, I want us to attempt this. Let's all try to attempt this. This is the last one before we go over to the next method, which is substitution method for solving simultaneous equation of simultaneous equation. So, for all these examples that we have solved, we'll be solving all of them. We solve this method is elimination method. So we'll be solving all these examples again using substitution method. So we are still in simultaneous equation of two unknown variables. So let's attempt number 9. So number 9 is what? Number 9 is x minus negative y equals 3. 2x
positive y equal to 0. So let's solve using the same elimination method. Then after this, we'll go over to substitution method. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay. Let's take 2 minutes to solve this. You can solve in group, pairs, and interact, whichever way. Okay, so you have 2 minutes. Okay, we have less than 30 seconds. How many of us are done with this? We are getting the value of x and y. How many of us? How many of us? Good, great numbers. So, what do we do to eliminate any of these equations? And what do you do to eliminate any of the variables? Either x or y. Which one do you want us to eliminate?
Y.
You want us to eliminate y. So, how do we do that?
And the two.
You add them together. So if you add them together, we'll have, here we'll have 3, here we'll have 0, here we'll have 3x. Is that clear? Now make x the subject. 3 cancel 3, x is equal to 1. Then to get y, substitute the value of x in either equation 1, in either equation 1 or 2. So for equation 1, we have 1 negative y equals 3. Negative 1 negative 3 equals y. We have negative 2 equals y. So y is negative 2 here. Therefore, negative 2 for equation 2, we have 2 multiplied by 1 plus y equals 0. Hence, you have y equals negative 2. So now we'll go back to substitution method of solving simultaneous equation of 2 unknown variables. Right? Good. So, basically what you need to know about substitution method is, unlike elimination where we want to eliminate one of the variables, our aim is to eliminate one of the variables so that you'll be able to find the value or make the other variable the subject. And after that, you come back to substitute the value of that variable in either equation 1 or 2. For substitution method, you are making one of the variable the subject in either equation 1 or equation 2. So if you make, example, if you make maybe x the subject in equation 1, you'll be substituting the value of x in equation 2. So if you have your equation, you have which is equation 1 and 2. You make x the subject in equation, you can call it maybe equation 3 to make it simpler. Then you now substitute the value of whatever you made the subject, maybe x in equation